All right, guys, this is funny, okay? And I love all the questions I get, okay? And I never insult anybody, but I just want to say this is funny how often I get this question, okay? I get this in like at least 80% of the emails that I get ask this question when they're talking about the steak and eggs diet. Okay, it was my thing about how to afford steak and stuff for the steak and eggs diet, okay, and about buying in bulk and stuff like that. I'll put a link in the description to that video. But the guy that commented on the video said, you said it was $3.50 a day for you, but that means you were only having 1 pound of steak a day. I thought the steak and eggs diet meant that you would have 3/4 to 1.5 pounds of steak per meal twice a day. Okay, when people talk about the steak and eggs diet, okay, to give you an idea of how it works, okay, they say all you do is eat, 3/4 to 1.5 pounds of steak twice a day, okay, and eggs, whatever, 1 to 3 eggs, per meal, okay. The way it works in reality, okay, is eat as much as you want. And even Vince Gironda, if you read his books, he'll say the same thing. He changed it from the steak and eggs diet to the meat, eggs, and water diet, the max definition diet. And it was basically like, it became after a while 3 meals a day, meat, eggs, as much as you want, as much as you like. That's basically the way it works. Now, I came off of a very structured diet before I did the steak and eggs diet for the first time. I was used to measuring everything, calculating everything. And also, when I buy food, when I buy meat, I always like to package it in. Okay, I chop it up and package it in. So I need to have some kind of an idea of how much I'm going to package in. So I just took, 200 grams, because that's what I used to eat of hamburger meat, which was what I ate the first time I went on the steak and eggs diet. And that's what it was. 200 grams is a little bit less than half of a pound, okay? The thing is this, eat as much or as little as you want. I feel good eating 200 grams or 8 ounces of steak or hamburger meat and making in a couple eggs. I probably eat more eggs than they recommend, because I think the recommendation was 3/4 to 1.5 pounds of beef and 1 to 3 eggs. Well, I would eat more eggs, but I would also eat slightly less than half of a pound of steak. It's just what I felt good on, okay? And like I said, for all the people that ask me, they're like, hey, I'm thinking about eating this much of this and this much eggs, and is this a good idea? I can't tell anybody this. I cannot tell anybody this, because think to yourself, if you get a woman who's 100 pounds, and if you get a guy who's 300 pounds, who's extremely obese, and a guy who's 300 pounds who is 10% body fat, and he's a bodybuilder, could they all eat basically the same amount of food? No, okay? The girl who weighs 100 pounds is probably gonna barely be able to eat anything, and she'll be full. And that will be fine, because her body's telling her, hey, listen, that's it, stop feeding me, that's all I want, okay? And like I said, the same thing with like the 300-pound bodybuilder. He might be piling on the eggs, he might be piling on the beef, eating massive amounts, because he needs so much to feed his body, plus he's going ahead and, and breaking his muscles down, so they need even more to build up, okay? And the 300-pound obese guy is somewhere in the middle. Yeah, on the scale he weighs 300 pounds, but he may be lean 150 pounds. And have 150 pounds of body fat hanging off of him. So he has to eat closer to the 100-pound girl than the 300-pound bodybuilder, okay? Like I said, I've said it before, I'll say it again, this is an instinctive diet, okay? If you are breaking your muscles down and working out really hard, you might need to eat more, okay? If you haven't changed up your workout, you're not doing cardio, you have a rest day, you're relaxed, you're not under stress, you may need to eat less. So the way you do this is you do not force yourself to eat more than you want. You do not deny yourself. If you're still hungry, eat more. Cook another steak, make some more eggs, It's not a problem, okay? Eat as much as you want, don't eat any more than you want, and your body will tell you, okay? Your body will tell you when enough is enough. Because, like I said, it's really easy to overeat carbohydrates. You know, oh, just drink some more soda. Oh, come on, open up another bag of chips. Oh, you know, I had some salty chips, now I want some sugary cookies to, you know, because that's just the way people are when they overeat on carbs. You know, it's really easy to overeat on carbs. It's not easy to overeat on fat and protein. I mean, how many steaks, how many, you know, bacons can you eat and say, hey, I eat a pound of bacon at a time too. And you know what? It's because my body needs it. If I crave bacon and I eat like a pound of bacon, it's usually because for whatever reason my body needs the sodium or my body needs the fat and the calories, okay? So like I said, don't worry about exactly how much you're going to be eating, okay? You will have a standard meal that you eat, but if you're going out and, you know, this is the steak and eggs diet is excellent if you're on the road or if you eat out a lot. If you eat your meal, like I eat a so-and-so omelet every day, and you're still hungry, order a side of whatever, or order another omelet, eat twice as much, okay? If you normally eat a whole lot of food and you're not hungry, fine, just be like, listen, I just want, you know, bring me a hamburger, no buns, no ketchup, no fries, and, you know, just eat like a little hamburger patty, and that's it. So like I said, from person to person, situation to situation, day of the week to day of the week, your hunger will increase or decrease. Just eat whatever you feel like eating, and don't worry about numbers or what somebody else tells you to eat. They're usually just examples of, I ate this, Grande ate this, whatever, you know, this guy ate so much. It's just an example for somebody who has no idea how the diet works to give them an idea of what you eat in a day. But like I said, definitely eat as much as you want and do not eat any more than you want. And then you'll be fine with this diet. It's very instinctive, very personal.